No.
Okay, no worries. In science, have you got to the concept of force?
Uh, no. No, we didn't.
Okay, no worries. Okay. So whenever basically it's a main thing, whenever you will throw anything by keeping your hand more backward, right? Just we can take an example of a bowler in cricket, how they do bowling. They used to put more impact over here. So your ball gonna the same thing happen over in Angry Bird also. The more force will be there for ball, the more impact with the more impact it will hit face. This is the basic thing of an Angry Bird over here. And we will create these things in physics engine, that is matter.js. We're gonna work over here. Okay, let's come to White Hat Junior panel. Okay, open the fourth activity. Yeah. Okay, can you play this game for me, please? Okay. Can you please click on view code over here? Okay. Now click on run, please, on your right hand side. On your, sorry, left hand side. Yeah. This is how we used to create the games.
I think I've done this in school before, but it wasn't like really like this. But I've seen like these little different colors, what tells it how to like flip and stuff. I think I did coding in school last year. I think
Yeah.
for like
Okay.
this.
So, okay. So maybe this happened because you had work over there. But yeah, you can't edit anything over here because it is already done. These in the initial classes, you're gonna work like this. Like you're gonna use drop and down function. Like you're gonna use the all the coding like this. When you guys get to know what exactly coding will work, like okay, can you press run? Okay. Because for creating the elements inside this game, we use different coding for animation, for plotting artificial intelligence in it, we use different coding. So when you guys will get aware why we are using, for which function we using, which coding, and then you gonna write like a programmer. Then you will work on red. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you can just do a scroll down. So you can just take a sneak peek over here, what exactly you will learn during the classes. Like we will create a game state, how the game gonna start, how it will turn into over, when what will be the velocity of the game, how the ball need to be moved. So everything we used to code like this.
Yes, sir. This is my kid learn.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now you can come on White Hat Junior panel.
Close it out.
10 minutes. They didn't get off 10 years, bro.
Okay, so we will start with this game only, right? Because it seems so simple. This was the Pong game which you had played right now. Okay, and even a simple game like this one has a lot of challenging thing to program. Okay, can you name what are the different elements? What were the different elements in this game?
Um, there was your paddle in there
Mm-hmm.
and the computer one. that
Okay.
was going against you, and the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and the edge of the screen, which is considered your goal.
Okay.
And
And
I think that's it.
there was a scoreboard, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Without a score, no one liked to play. Okay, that's great. It's nice. Okay, so whenever we used to create any game, what the first step? Okay, click on student activity 6. So we will start creating the game.
Oh, learn this too.
This is a web editor where we will start creating our game. Okay, and we need to work on Pong game. So on one tab, you need to open student activity 4. So we can take a look over there. Yeah. On one tab, just open student activity 4. That is Pong game. What is our main aim to create?
Number 4.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let him take the lead, dude.
Yeah.
Let him do all the touching.
Okay. No. Don't click on view code because it's not required. And it's not required right now. You can go back to the original game, the output screen. Yeah. Okay. So over here, we need to create the 2 paddles, right? And the ball. Correct?
Yes.
But the first thing which we are missing, that is the space in which we need to plot the game.
Okay.
Okay, like whenever we create any game, because we have seen generally
Just tell.
for the laptop games, for the computer games, there is a rectangular screen. Correct? Few games having a square screen, few games having a different screen. So it changes accordingly. So over here, which type of a screen is required for this game?
The middle?
Sorry.
Speak up.
We couldn't hear what you were saying. You were cutting out.
Okay. Now is that audible to you?
Yes, we can hear you now. But we couldn't hear
Okay.
what you were saying before.
Okay, wait, let me reconnect again so my voice will be clear to you. Just give me a minute.
Her voice was clear. Stop paying attention.
Yeah.
Gotta stay
Is that
still.
audible to you now?
Yes.
Focus.
We can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so over here, like as we have seen, different game have different type of a screen, correct?
Yes.
Like few game over here, we are having a square screen in this game,
Which happens?
right? In this game, we are having a square screen, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
The canvas, whichever place, like whenever we create any game, first we need to set an area, create a setup, like for how much screen you create. Like over here, it's requires square screen. The game which we had seen right
Take
now
notes.
about
Create a
Dino
screen
and
to
Cat,
create area.
that rectangular screen is required, isn't
Take
it?
notes.
Hello.
We're still here. We're still here. We're just writing something down.
Yeah. Okay, no worries. So for different game, it's require a different sort of screen. So over here, it's require square. So for our first main aim is to create a canvas of a square. Correct?
Yes.
Let's open P5 Web Editor, the tab which we had opened just now. Okay, just do a login, please. Click on login.
Said click.
Right side.
Over here.
On your right side. On your right side, you need to click on login.
Login.
Yeah, please do a login. Click on login with Google.
First one.
Okay. Okay.
That's how you make
Now
a game.
open student activity 6 again, so we can get our coding which was there earlier. Perfect. Okay, so over here we can see besides P5, this is our P5 app editor. Okay, on left hand side we're going to write coding. On right hand side we will get output. Okay, so can you see below P5 there is a play button? You need to click on that. As you will click play button, you will get an output. And just click auto refresh, so you don't need to just go with play and pause again and again. Auto refresh, just do a check. Okay, perfect. You don't need to pause it, just be in a play mode only. Okay, so here function setup is written. Function setup. Whenever we create any game, as I told you, our first aim to create a setup. Correct?
Yes.
How the game screen need to be, because here game screen need to be square. So we had preferred 400 its dimensions. Okay.
Yes.
In third line, create canvas. Create canvas is telling how much area need to be required in the game. You can just do an edit over here. Instead of first 400, just write 600. So we can take a look what exactly this refer. Line number 3, instead of 400, just do write 600. Okay, let's see the change. Okay, can you see?
Yes.
The first value represents our canvas width. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, now keep it 400 again. Okay, now let's change the second value. Let's keep it 600. Okay, so second value represents its height. Okay?
Okay.
So for creating a setup, as you are creating your own game, right? So what change you want to make? Instead of creating that boring ping pong game, what change you want in your game? You can just do it. Which type of screen you want in your game?
Like that.
Okay, great. And there's one more thing which you can see. There are small brackets, they are curly brackets, and they are semicolon. There are few signs over here in coding, correct?
Yes.
You have any idea what exactly these are?
No.
These are for the decorations? What do you think?
Dude, is it a share?
They just close up the code so it actually registers.
These are the syntaxes. Okay. In coding, we use syntaxes. Just like in English, we prefer grammar for reading and writing perfect English. Okay. We
Yeah.
follow grammar for it. Similarly, in coding, syntaxes are just like. Okay. In line number 5, just remove one of the bracket and let's see then what happened. Remove it. Okay, now can you see we are not getting our output, even you are getting a message in console. What it is?
It's saying uncut syntax error,
Mm-hmm.
and it says unexpected end of input, sketch, line 13.
Yeah, it is telling you basically these are user friendly. These editors are user friendly. They're gonna tell you where you are having mistake, where you had done mistake over here.
So,
Okay, so as you had removed the closed bracket, closed curly bracket. So this thing is there in line number 30, an extra. So they automatically gonna tell you where you are having error and what error you are having. So these are syntaxes. If you're gonna miss the syntaxes, you won't get any output, and even you will get a warning sign of syntax error. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So keep again the bracket, curly bracket. Perfect. It will go on. Okay. So in our line number 7, we are having function draw.
So there it is, guys. Oh, to all the parents out there, if you got kids that are between, before 17, 18 years old, you got to get your kids to start learning coding because that's very important. The rest of the world is abreast to even in Africa. The kids in Africa are learning how to make robots and they're doing technology. The world has changed. The world came to an end back in December 16. Remember when they were saying the world's coming to an end? Well, that's what they're talking about. Everything is technology, AI technology, and coding, which is very important for our kids to learn to be able to keep up. Because right now in America, they're teaching our kids the same curriculum that they've been teaching for 100 years. And and then they wonder why our kids are on the streets shooting and killing each other and gangbanging and selling drugs and going to prison and getting killed. Because they're not being taught what is necessary for them to advance in their young lives and to adulthood. Because the kids that are paying attention, whose parents are teaching them about coding, how to create websites and apps, and how to go viral. Because this is all coding that you put behind your pages when you pay those services online to advance your page to the algorithm of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, Tumblr, Pinterest, all that. It's all coding. Coding. That's it. So today is day 1 of the class. My kids have learned more in 15 minutes today than they learned in the 5 years they've been going to school in this school system. That's a true story. Since my daughter started school, she's in the 5th grade this year. Then she's learned more in 15 minutes than she learned the entire time in school. All right, so it's very important. The coding class is free. It's called Whitehall. So go look it up. Google it. It should pop up on your social media page. And go to it. It's a free class. I'm sure once I get to another level, they're going to charge me, but it's worth it. All right? So let's get our kids up to speed. Get them involved and use their brain cells, how to create and program, because it's very important to keep up with the trends of the world. Now we're going into AI. We're here already. When they say open your third eye, that's what they're talking about, technology. Cryptocurrency is taking over the world. There's no more cash. And everything is robotic and creating games and creating apps. All right? So I'm Ali, Hostar365, and this is Hostar365 TV. Like, comment, share, and please hit the bell, the notification bell, so you'll be notified every time we drop new content. All right? I'm out. Peace.